Hey, this is John here for a weekend update. It's Sunday, January 31st. I want to get a couple things out to you guys before the market opens tomorrow. I'm looking at the SPY right now, and I notice a couple things that are pretty important to keep in mind. We have the 10, the 20, and the 50-day moving averages all turning south, and that's definitely not a good sign to see. Sellers are clearly in control right now, and we want to keep that in mind. We could definitely be going down for a retest of this 200-day moving average. That's not too unlikely. I think that's pretty plausible. But you really want to stress some caution to the long side here. I wouldn't really change your mind until we see this 5-day moving average start to even out and start to turn north. Right now, this is a 15-minute of the SPY. Black line is the 5-day moving average. And we can see that we're clearly below it, and the 5-day moving average is sloping downwards. So, you got to press some caution to the long side. Maybe even look towards doing some short sales rather than going long here this next week. We could definitely still get a pop above this area, and we could get another retest of this 5-day moving average. That might be possible. I think in the near term for tomorrow, we want to pay attention to this level right here at about 108, and I think 107.90 in between this area. It looks like at the end of the day we did pop up, and we might have tested that area on Friday, and looks like we sold off pretty hard. So we want to see if this level still acts as resistance. We might get a pop above that, and I say if we do get a pop above this level, we might be able to do a quick move back up to that 5-day moving average, which would probably start to slope out like this. So we might be able to get back up there. You could definitely make that into a trade if we get back above this level. Do it into a trade, trading one of the SPY ETFs, maybe one of the leveraged ETFs, triple leveraged. You could even do triple leveraged long or short the SPY, or the Russell, I should say, not the SPY. But things don't look so hot here in the near term. I have a couple stocks on my watch list that I want to bring to your attention. WMB looks like it could be a potential buy, and the reason why I think so is because we've got a pretty good trend line here. Let me just adjust my chart. Okay, so we've got this trend line that we can see, and it looks like we could find some support in this area. We also have this trend line coinciding with this level of support, which was tested as resistance back in here and broken at 2066. So we could definitely find some buyers in here, and I would say to keep that on your watch list. If we start pushing farther north here, I might consider a buy. Want to go down to the 15-minute time frame on the stock and look at that 5-day moving average. We see the 5-day moving average is still heading south. It'd be nice to see a break of that 5-day moving average before we go long this stock. But I think we might be able to find some resistance in here. Just remember, if you do purchase this, if tomorrow we start up here and we start going north, if you do purchase this, keep your stop really tight. Keep your stop under this level. If it breaks this level again, all bets are off, and you want to get out of this stock. So that might be a possible buy for tomorrow. Again, that's WMB. Another one that I was looking at is this ACAS. And this one I like a lot better. Again, the 5-day moving average is still sloping downwards, so we don't really want to trust it yet. But I can see that there's some support levels here that look like they're acting as support for now. And I tell you, if we get a pop above this 5-day moving average, so this would be the 5-day moving average continuing, and then here would be price. If we can get a pop above that, that might be a really good buy. And then again, just make sure you set your stop, pretty low. You might be able to set your stop down here if you want to give it some more room, but maybe even setting your stop up in this area might be a better idea. So that, again, that's ACAS. I'll go ahead and I'll change it to a daily time frame. I want to point something else out. On the daily time frame, I like what I'm seeing, because it looks like we've had this really nice rally on increasing volume. That's really good to see. And then we've had this pullback on decreasing volume. So again, that's nice to see. So I wouldn't be surprised if we can find some support in this area and then we continue higher. But just, again, really cautious. If this thing breaks this level right here and starts continuing south, this is not a long purchase, and you want to get away from it. But ACAS looks like it could be a possible long setting up. I want to go over Flextronics, FLEX, ticker symbol FLEX. This looks like it could be a possible short sale. It might even be a possible long sale too. It kind of depends on what happens, but it looks like we have a pretty apparent level of support right here at 631. And why I'm considering this more of a short sale is because we have this lower high. And we also have what you could almost call as a inverted head and shoulders pattern right here on the daily time frame. And when I see something like this is a pretty big topping pattern. And if we get a break of the neckline, which is that black line right there, if we get a break of that, this could be a pretty good short. And we might be able to get this stock to drop pretty fast, maybe even down to this level at 479. But again, if the level is broken, you really want to keep your stops tight. I'll go ahead and zoom into a smaller time frame. If we do break this level right here, I would keep your stop, only a couple pennies away, because these things can turn around, and if the market decides to turn, it's going to turn fast. So this might be a short sale. You could even play this as a long play as well. I wouldn't trust this one too much, though. We still have this 5-day moving average sloping downwards. I would more consider this for a short sale. Maybe even we get another test up of that 5-day. If it reaches that 5-day, then I might sell it short at that level. As we can see, it's been testing as resistance here. It really hadn't had any luck there, and gap down too. Another one I want to go over, another short sale possibility, is WFT, Weatherford International. And I'll go ahead and look at a daily time frame right now. And this daily time frame, it just looks really bad. You can see these lower highs developing right here. You can see that the stock had a recent pretty bad gap down. I think that was on earnings. And right now it's sitting at this level of what could be support. But I wouldn't be surprised to see this stock break this level and get down here. So this could be a quick move south if the market decides to sell off tomorrow. Go ahead and zoom into a smaller time frame. Maybe we'll get a pop-up back to that 5-day moving average, and then we can sell it short once it hits that 5-day moving average. But then, like I said, keep your stops really tight. This is a volatile market. Who knows when this market's going to turn around, but it looks like the sellers are in control right now. So, if you do decide to sell this short, if we break below this level right here, if you do decide to sell it short, I would keep your stop tight again. I'd maybe keep your stop at around 1570. You might even be able to put your stop a couple pennies above this level of support, so maybe at 1588. We might see the stock come up and test that level, and then it might drop again. So I would, if you're going to sell it short, I would keep your stop at this level, at this 1588, 1590 area. I wouldn't give it too much room to lose you money. Otherwise, I would just be really cautious on the long side, guys. It doesn't look too good for the broad markets right now, and we could definitely see a test of that 200-day moving average on the SPY. That 200-day, the pink moving average right now. And, seeing as how we have all these other, the 10, the 20, and the 50 starting to kind of turn lower, that's not good. We could, although, we could get a quick pop back up and retest those moving averages and then continue lower. I would I would definitely suspect that's a possibility. So you just got to be on your feet in this market. We could go either way this week, but I would definitely be cautious. I wouldn't be going long anything for a long period of time until we see the SPY overtake that 5-day moving average, this black line right here. So that's it for right now, and I hope you guys have a good luck trading this week.